Hi, and welcome everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cindy Carnes. I am a transformation consultant, and I work with Gen Xers who have done everything that is expected of them, and yet they still feel a little disconnected with themselves and others, or a little unfulfilled. I help them find their brilliance that's aligned with their birth chart. And today we're going to be talking about manifesting with clarity, specifically for the month of July. And we're going to use a Chinese metaphysics tool called Qi Dun Jiao. Now, Qi Dun Jiao is about aligning with the energy of the month. Now, you can also align with the energy of the day and the hour. And you can even align with the energy that was imprinted on you at time of birth. And we call that the natal energy. But for today, specifically for today, we're going to talk about aligning with the energy of the month. So this is a Qi Dun Jiao chart. It looks like a tic-tac-toe board. You're going to see the directions on the outside of the board: southeast, south, and southwest at the top, east and west in the middle, and northeast, north, and northwest at the bottom. And this is the right direction for your Qi chart. North should always be at the bottom. South is always at the top. And in each box, which is called a palace, you're going to see some elements. You're going to see in the middle of the box, at the top, you will see the star. On the right of the star, you see a guardian, and at the top of the guardian, you see a number, and that's the level of the energy. And at the bottom center, you're going to see what we call the door. So we are going to align with the Northwest Palace for July. And I have my elements circled. So again, you'll see the direction at the outside of the box, which is Northwest. You're going to see the star, which is the ambassador star for July. And the ambassador star is all about managing wealth. You're going to see Earth as the guardian. Earth is about nurturing and grounding, and at a level 7, which is a super high level. And you're going to see the door at the bottom circled in red, which is open. Open door is about career. So for the month of July, we're going to use the Northwest Palace, the Northwest box or palace, to help manifesting, expanding our career, generating additional wealth. And how we do that is we're going to sit with our back to the Northwest. But before I get into that, I also want to talk about, when does the month of July start and stop? So we are using a solar calendar, and for Chinese metaphysics, the month starts somewhere around the 5th, 6th, or 7th around each month and goes until the following month around the 5th or 6th. So for July, it started July 7th. It goes through August 6th of 2025. So this command is good in this direction, is good for up until July 6th of 2025. So connecting with the energy, we're going to sit with our back towards the Northwest to connect with Earth, the guardian in that palace. We're going to count backwards from 64 to 1 to focus your mind. We're going to clearly state your command for your guardian. And this is something that you need assistance with, something that you're not able to do on your own. I have a sample below, which we'll go through in a minute. You want to state what inspired action you're willing to take to reach your goal or an intention. And that is, think of it as a give and take. So think of it as, I'm asking for assistance for something, but I'm willing to do the following. And then followed by asking for some evidential occurrence. I usually ask for the sign of a dragonfly, and it doesn't have to be a live dragonfly in its natural habitat. I live in the Northwest. Our summer months are very, very short. So I don't always see the dragonfly out in its natural habitat. However, I may see it when I least expect it. Actually, I do see it when I least expect it. Sometimes people can send me a card with a dragonfly, or I might be, most likely, when I'm doom scrolling in social media, I see a dragonfly, or I can be out shopping and see a poster of a dragonfly. But it's always when I do it, I stop, acknowledge it, and say, yes, I know I'm on the right track. I know I've been heard. I end with gratitude and I release it to the universe for the next 3 days and don't think really about it much. However, I am taking my intentional action. So, sitting with our back to the northwest to connect with Earth, count backwards 64 to 1, clearly state your command to aid you. Here's a sample below. You can change it however you want. However, I do want you to say, I call upon the energy of the Earth to help me with the following. So I call upon the energy of Earth to guide me with clarity and care. Show me the next steps to take that align with expanding my career in a way that feels nurturing, purposeful, and true to who I am. I welcome the energy of open door to bring new opportunities and the ambassador star to support me with growth and influence and wealth. May I move forward with trust, grounded confidence, and a heart open to receive. I'm ready to grow and rise, fully supported by the steady rhythm of Earth. I'm ready to take aligned action with ease and grace. I'm open to receive opportunities that expand my career and financial flow. I'm ready to be seen, supported, and successful in ways that honor my true nature. All of this I welcome for my highest and greatest good. Then release it. Oh, whoopsie. Before we release it, I am committed to taking the following action. And if it's related to your career, perhaps it's an invest in yourself. Maybe it's investing in yourself for personal development. So you're ready for that growth. Or it's taking a new course, building a new skill set, expanding on a skill set. Or perhaps it's looking for a mentor. Maybe it's networking, or perhaps it is just job searching, getting your resume ready so that you're ready to look for new opportunities. And then end with gratitude. I'm super grateful. I'm grateful for the new opportunities that are headed my way, however you express gratitude. Then you release it to the universe. And you don't think about it for the next 3 or 4 days, but you take your action, because remember, small, consistent action is what moves us forward. So, but another thing that you can do, I'm going to stop sharing here for a second. So doing that command, you can do it, I'd say, every 3 to 4 days. In between the time that you're actually executing the command in your manifesting practice is being aware. See what opportunities come up. Listen to your gut. What do you hear? What do you see that may be a new opportunity, something for you to investigate, right? So when you hear, hey, perhaps I should go to this networking event, and then you're like in self-doubt or fear says, no, don't do it. No, lean into it and see what's there. Who knows? You don't know who you're going to meet. But another way to connect or align with the energy is when you're working, maybe you're searching for networking opportunities, you're searching for a mentor, you're searching for different courses to take to expand your skill set. Sit with your back to the northwest, to that quadrant. So wherever you are in your office, in your wherever you're working, have your back to the northwest and take your intentional action if you can. So again, my name is Cindy Carnes. I am a transformation consultant, and I'm super, super excited to help individuals get aligned with the energy that supports them. If you're interested in knowing more about your personal chart, perhaps it's your natal chart of knowing what the energy that is imprinted on you at the time of birth, or maybe you want to know what your personal Chi-Man chart looks like for a year support or a month chart, feel free to reach out to me. I'll have my contact information in the comments below. Otherwise, I just love to hear from you. Feel free to comment if this aligns with you, what's coming up for you in your manifesting with clarity. And until next time, then we will see you next month. Thanks.